Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Marketing Checklist Viewcast. We're Sharon and Hank Yuloff from Yuloff Creative Marketing Solutions. When you're looking to solve your marketing, sales, HR challenges, we are the small business coaches that you call.
On this Viewcast, you will meet and learn from successful entrepreneurs who are out there making it happen right now.
Yep, here's how it works. We have pre-sent several questions to our incredible guest. You're going to love her today. Just like all of our episodes, everyone gets the same questions. So that as you watch various episodes, you get a pattern on what makes them successful so you can emulate it in your business.
Here's a kicker. The interview itself will be just 7 minutes, 21 seconds.
Yep, that's because our anniversary is July 21st. Oh my God.
Indeed.
So let's get started. Would you would you
Introduce that other I word.
Yeah.
Yes, our guest today is Julie Hopkins from Camera Creations Photography. Welcome in, Julie.
Hi.
Hi.
Glad to be
Nice to have you.
We should tell you as we start, she's like our favorite photographer, and so we like her. So we might go a little long.
Thank
All
you.
right, Julie. Keeping in mind we only have a 3-story building, what is your elevator story?
Ooh, okay. So, did you ever wish you could hear the voice of a loved one? I can help you fulfill that wish with professional VIP video interviews for that special someone in your life. Video interviews are an adjunct to the service I already provide that can be purchased with a family portrait session. We can help you with the questions that you want to ask, the film editing, and the videos presented to you completed.
Wow. So when you're talking and just having conversation with your clients, you figured out that they were telling some great stories. So this becomes a new thing that they can get while you're there. That's awesome.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, easy peasy.
Terrific. So give us just a little bit more. What is your business really all about?
Okay. Well, the gist of business, I mean, especially family portraits, it's all about creating artistic, historic visual memories through photography, and therefore families can keep for the rest of their life. And as an adjunct to the family portrait experience, I offer the video interviews of a special VIP person in your life so that you can get both the visual and the auditory remembrance of that special someone. And I'll talk a little bit more to that in a few minutes.
Yeah, she knows the questions that are coming. She's planned her answers. Well done.
Good. So, Julie, why should our listeners flock to you?
Okay, so that they can build their family history with a unique memento that can be passed down along with the family portraits for the future generations. So you not only have the pictures on the wall, but you also have that voice.
Yeah, I mean, I can go through we just moved a little while ago. So of course I have the family photos, and I look at some of these photos like, okay, I have no idea who some of these people are, except for the thing that's written on the back. And and I certainly don't have their story. So it would have meant the world to have our family's stories captured this way. Just having videos of people. So in some cases, people I never met.
Yeah,
but I have the family photos.
Yeah, and that's the big deal. I mean, for the immediate family, but even then, there might be some special questions and stories that you don't know about. But for the family, the larger family that doesn't, see these pictures in the background or little photos, and they go, well, yeah, you didn't hear all about. You didn't sit down with Grandpa and listen to all those stories because he's now your great great grandpa.
Yeah.
All right, Julie. So, what tips could you give to our listeners?
Okay, so the really good thing is to think about questions that might incite the interviewee to think about special times and their personal and their family histories, and then we can implement that into the video because those there are a lot of questions that might bring up some really unusual moments that you didn't even know about in your family history. And then the other thing, as I always tell, this is just a very practical thing, is to back up the video to the cloud as well as the hard drive, but so that if anything happens, God forbid, your house, there's a disaster or whatever, you have to run, You want to grab your family photos, of course, and then you'll be comforted knowing your video is on the cloud, or just somewhere else anyway. We want to have backups.
For
you know.
sure. For sure.
Mm.
What's an amusing job title for you, Julie?
Oh, I say private eye. And I say that because like the video interview can like bring, like as I mentioned before, some amazing stories that you'd never heard of before. So we just that ask little questions here and there, and I might add some, and then just get people stimulated, and it's really can be a lot of fun for the family.
Absolutely.
Investigate.
What are the most common questions that people ask you about your business?
Well, they'll ask me if they can, this is the most common, is if they can add family photos to the video, and yes, they certainly can.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
so
cool.
we could intersperse them, like either introductory photos and then the interview, or just intersperse them.
Grandma
Photos
as a teenager and grandma being interviewed.
Yeah, for example, or yeah, or so, many things like that. But then also that they also ask about how long will the video be, and that's usually between 2 to 10 minutes. And it just depends on how many questions and how many photos you want added, and then of course, the longer, the more costly it is. But so that's a thought. Yeah, too many
Bigger
questions.
investment of time, bigger investment of dollars.
Yeah, because the back end takes time.
I think
Absolutely. What was the most unexpected thing that you've ever encountered in your business?
Oh, well, I guess that people are willing to spend considerable amounts of money on in exchange for having one of the most important things in their life, which is either tangible or auditory, memories of loved ones. It's just so precious.
Yeah. By the way, you're not using a backdrop. That's your actual studio you're in, isn't it?
It's my studio. Yes, this is
So
actually
those are all photos on the wall that you've taken. Okay.
Yeah, they're all examples of the different substrates that people could put, the canvases or metal or, in a frame, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah.
Okay.
Here's some of my web.
Do you have a favorite business tool that you use in your business?
Yeah, for example, my portrait studio. I mean, you just mentioned, and because here I can easily meet with my clients, consult, interview, photograph them, edit, and display the final images so that they can see them on a really large screen, which I don't have in view right now, but it's right around the corner. And that way it's,
We'll
it's
trust you.
easy for people to, hmm?
We'll
You
trust
want
you
me
on
to
that.
roll it around?
No, we trust you. So what's the best four-letter word that describes your business?
All right. Hugs. That's
Oh,
Hugs.
really good.
Just because I consider videos and portraits to feel like an energetic hug of that special someone that you might not have in physical proximity, but that when you hear, especially hearing the voice, I mean, that and see them, it elicits to me when I look at photos of my family, I can just start draw tears
Yeah.
streaming down my face, or happiness.
I have a feeling that four-letter word is going to go along with the next question. What about your business makes you the most happy?
Okay, well, yeah, that has to do with the gratitude of the people that come and thank me years later, after they've had the portrait session and the video session. They say how lucky they are, to have that special person interviewed via video, because every time they look at it and they hear the voice of the person who they interviewed or we interviewed, it brings, the essence of that person back, really like twofold because of the voice, and the visual.
Definitely.
What did you learn in nursery school that you still use today?
Well, I learned how to nap, to take naps. I mean, I did not like it as a little kid. I was always getting in trouble for talking too much on the little blankets, but I did learn, and I mean, I think it took about 20 years later that I started to apply taking naps, because it's just self-care. One of the things in self-care, regime, in order to be able to stay strong and resilient and, conduct business, because we sometimes are conducting business 7 days a week,
When we sent you these questions, I was thinking you would probably say that you learned to dance because you were a ballet dancer for a period, weren't you? I thought
Yeah,
that
13 years.
I thought that's where you were
Perfect.
going to go, but
Even dancing
No, I
music.
learned that. Oh, I learned dancing my family, my Puerto Rican side of the family. And when we go to Puerto Rico, and
yeah.
every gathering there's dancing.
Absolutely.
So, if someone's watching this, what's the number one fantasy lead you could get from somebody that was listening today?
All right, total fantasy lead, a parents and teachers association in an affluent area that would promote my services. I get have this good relationship with, for example, possibly donating to one of their auctions or silent auctions and then developing a relationship. But someone like the actual association saying, hey, yes, Julie, we know her, or we could put her in our magazine, or so I just have good relationship.
Okay. And how did you know that this was going to be your calling?
All right, well, okay, so I always loved photography, but after my father passed, it was another not only photography, I wish I had more photos of him, but I'm very happy I did. I had bought a lens and I was practicing and I got some beautiful photos of him. But I really wish I had saved the last answering machine voice message. I didn't. And so a video interview would have been like the diamond of a memento, but I didn't get that either because I wasn't doing that at that time. But now, I enjoy being able to give this opportunity to my clients. So mm,
And if someone is looking for joint ventures, what's a good, joint venture partner for you or business referral partner for you?
mhm. Well, a business that deals with families, such as a healthcare worker, or I mean, business, health focused business like doulas, tutors, therapists, pediatricians, or that I guess is more focusing on the family, children. And then I could pass referrals to them, as I meet people that need their services, I can, send it back to them.
Excellent.
So,
And our last
mm,
question, do you have an offer that you'd like to share so that somebody can get the conversation started?
yeah, I could give to anyone. I mean, someone that is interested in in my service or knows somebody that might be, and they want to find out more, can give a free complimentary strategy session and where I can answer any questions on adding a video interview to a family portrait. So give them
Awesome.
all the
Um,
information they need for free.
and if
Cool.
they're in the Los Angeles area, do you donate things to silent auctions as well?
Yes, I do. Yes, I love to do that. I mean, that's a really wonderful way it's a win-win situation. Whoever organization I'm donating to, the person purchases, the people are going to the auction, they buy the actual portrait session or video, whatever I'm offering, and then the organization gets the money. And then of course, I get a new client and then possibly sales after, or usually sales afterwards, some additional things besides what they get for the
And referrals.
donation.
Excellent.
Yes, and a great referral and yeah, possible clients for life. I hope.
Well, we've gotten to the end. Do you want to take us home?
Well done, Julie. Julie, what's the best website for our watchers to go and connect with you?
Okay, the easiest and the best one is the bestlaphotographer.com.
Because you are
And
LA's
Best,
photographer.
bestlaphotographer.com. Okay. That'll be in the notes as well.
Yes, for sure. All right, so
Okay,
go connect with Julie and make sure you connect with us at howtogettherefaster.com.
Yep. At How to Get There Faster, you can sign up for your free 30-minute Get Your Business Focused success call. We would love to chat with you and give you some ideas on how to build your business. That's howtogettherefaster.com.
And if you would like to be on the Marketing Checklist Viewcast as well, make sure that you let us know when you schedule your time at howtogettherefaster.com.
Cool. Thanks for being here, everybody. And remember, if everything happens for a reason,
Be the reason things happen.
see you next time.
bye-bye.